Are you getting enough views on YouTube to make any money? Let's face it, creating a YouTube channel is hard work, and it's not like a 9-to-5 job where you get paid for your time. In fact, it's the opposite and needs a lot of upfront effort, which is why we need to find ways to reward ourselves for all that graft. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly how many views you need to make money, as well as some top tips to help you triple your YouTube income, so stay tuned. If you're new to my channel, then I'm John Davis. I help content creators maximise their impact and income using proven strategies and tech. If that sounds like your cup of tea, then make sure you subscribe. First, let's take a look at some of the YouTube success stories for a little inspiration. So it's well publicised what some of the big YouTubers supposedly make each year. Take a look at these staggering amounts that are reported, with a 9-year-old topping the list at almost $30 million. And the shocking part is, this is only a fraction of what they earn overall, as YouTube has opened the door to more lucrative ways to earn money. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you more about these other revenue streams as a bonus, so stick to the end. First though, we need to look at how much YouTube pays you for each video view that you generate and what you need to consider if you want to be maximising that number. Let's start with understanding how YouTubers get paid by YouTube. It's a pretty straightforward process. YouTube runs adverts on YouTube videos. Some play at the start, some are during the video, some are just clickable images at the bottom or in the search results. But where do these adverts come from? What many people don't realise is that YouTube is owned by Google, the same Google that has its own advertising platform called Google AdSense. Companies and individuals that want to advertise their business or products will go to AdSense and they'll create some adverts, as well as choosing certain criteria of who they wish to target. Now, this could be related to where the potential customer is located, their gender, age, or they can be much more specific. Obviously, the advertiser has to pay for this privilege, and this amount can vary depending on the criteria that they've chosen. For example, if they wish to advertise to an American audience, they're going to pay more than if they're showing their adverts to a Filipino audience. This is because they know there is greater buying power in that US audience.
This is the United States of America.
And this is where adverts come from. But sadly, it doesn't mean that every YouTube creator is getting a share of this revenue from YouTube. Not at all. In order for YouTube to pay you for your video views, you need to be part of their partner program. This is an agreement that YouTube will share its revenue with you as a content creator. After all, without talented people creating videos, there is no YouTube. Unfortunately, with the YouTube Partner Program, you won't be able to join from day one. Not anymore anyway. That gravy train well and truly left the station years ago. Instead, you need to prove yourself, create content and build your channel and audience up until you can meet their requirements. So I can tell you from experience that this isn't an easy journey, but I promise you it will be worthwhile. If you're serious about earning money from YouTube, then it's worth the effort. So now you understand how YouTubers get paid from YouTube. How much does a YouTuber get paid for 1,000 views? Well, as we covered earlier, the amount that the advertiser has to pay can vary on many different things, and this is why this figure is tough to predict. Each YouTuber will be earning different amounts per 1,000 views. Let me explain and show you my own earnings as an example. So in my YouTube statistics, there are a couple of figures that we need to be aware of: CPM and RPM. So playback-based CPM, which stands for cost per mil, this figure shows you how much advertisers paid per 1,000 monetized playbacks. A monetized playback happens when a viewer sees at least one advert when watching one of your videos. So if they stop watching before an advert is shown, then it won't count. RPM is revenue per mil. Now this number represents how much money you make per 1,000 video views. Now, do you see how the RPM figure is lower than the CPM figure? Well, there's a few good reasons for this. Firstly, not every video is monetized. Some you may not be allowed to run adverts on, or you may choose not to as you want a better viewing experience. Secondly, RPM is your share of the revenue, whereas CPM includes what YouTube will take too. So as a creator, the RPM figure is a better indicator of what you earn per 1,000 views on YouTube. Hopefully that makes sense. So in the example above, I averaged $3.50 in May per 1,000 views. As my earnings were $291, that means I had around 81,000 views on my YouTube channel. Now, something else you should consider is that the RPM figure can vary massively depending on a few factors. Some of the YouTubers that I know have an RPM of around $16, $20. So they're earning 4 to 5 times as much as myself for every 1,000 YouTube views. But why? And how can you earn more for your views? Well, put yourselves in the shoes of a business with a product to sell. Think about who you would like to buy your products. Where would you find these people, and what kind of content on YouTube are they likely to be watching? This is why it's really good to understand your YouTube audience. As we said earlier, if your audience is predominantly based in the US, UK, Canada or Australia, your RPM will be higher. From an advertising perspective, people in these countries are more willing and able to buy. Another factor is your niche and video topic. Let's say you created videos about badgers. The people watching are going to be badger enthusiasts, which doesn't really open them up to a huge amount of products that advertisers would target them for. Whereas channels in software, health, tech or finance niches have got lots of advertisers willing to outbid each other in order to get their ads seen. This increases the amount they're willing to spend and ultimately your RPM. But why do some YouTube videos earn more? Well, remember, your RPM is based on your channel average. If you go to your analytics, you can break this down per video. As you can see, I've got a video that's based on some popular software that I use called VideoScribe. This is earning almost 8 times per 1,000 views as my most popular video. And that's because the video editing industry is really competitive with lots of companies trying to find new customers that are likely watching these videos. So think about the videos that you create and why someone will be searching for that particular video. Buyer intent keywords, such as a review video, will often be advertiser competitive, which is good for you if you can rank that video in the listings. So in a moment, I'm going to tell you how to make even more money on YouTube, but let's just summarize what we've just covered. YouTube and us content creators make money from YouTube advertising, but only when we've qualified and joined the YouTube partner program. There are many factors that ultimately affect our earnings potential for video views, and largely comes down to the audience that we attract. After that, the more views we generate, the more we can potentially earn. So either way that you look at it, focus on building an audience and becoming a better creator if you want to earn money on YouTube. Now, I promised you earlier on that I would tell you how to triple your earnings on YouTube, and some of the tips I've given you around RPM will certainly help. But I want to give you even more. Plus, the good news is that this also applies to those of you that haven't yet qualified for the YouTube Partner Program and can't yet make money from video views and advertising. Here are 6 bonus ways to make money on YouTube. Number 1 is affiliate marketing, my favourite form of YouTube monetization. This is where you promote products and services using your special affiliate links. If someone buys through your link, then you earn a commission. This is how I generate the majority of my income on YouTube. If you wish to learn more about this business model, then I'm going to leave some free training in the description that explains exactly how this works and how to get started. Number 2 is to sell merch. Did you know that you could upload graphic designs to merch websites such as redbubble.com? If someone then decides that they want a hoodie, t-shirt or maybe a mug with that design on, then you earn a commission. Number 3 is Patreon. Patreon is one of the community options where people pay a subscription to get access to your premium or behind the scenes content. It's a monthly membership program for you and your business. Number 4 is sponsored posts. Now, as your influence grows, you'll have companies reaching out to work with you. They may offer you affiliate terms or even a set fee to feature their product. Choose reputable companies that enhance your reputation. Number 5 is digital products. There has never been an easier time to create digital products such as courses and ebooks. The software is out there to build and host anything that you want. Then you provide the expertise and the buying audience, and voila, your own digital products. Lastly, coaching and mentoring. As you create content and build trust and a reputation in your niche, that gives you the opportunity to one day take that further. You've got the platform to become a teacher, a coach, a mentor in your niche. Maybe not today, but who knows where your journey will take you. In my opinion, YouTube is the best platform to build passive income, where your videos are quite literally earning you money whilst you sleep. Now on the screen now and in the description, I'm going to leave some videos that are going to help you on that journey and start earning you more money on YouTube. And I'll see you next time.